was November 2nd or 16th, 1992. And it was Riddick Bowe and Evander Holyfield's first fight. Okay. Now we're at Thomas and Mack, and I watch everybody going crazy as he does the Rumble, Jack Nicholson, Hulk Hogan, losing their cookies, the whole bit. I'm like, wow, something's here. This is really big. He hadn't even met a hat or a t-shirt, right? So instead of going and partying and playing blackjack and all the stuff we love to do in Vegas, I went back to my room, and it was like my hand wouldn't stop. I just started writing 3 pages of notes, put them in the football field, the NBA field, movies, TV, video games, toys, trademark this properly. And then I read an article where Pat Riley trademarked the term three-peat when the Lakers repeated, and how he made like $1.5 million off merchandise. And I thought, okay. So I met with trademark attorneys, and Michael I've been trying to get a trademark, and he did trademark it, but it wasn't, you got to trademark in different classes and make it right. It wasn't solid. It could have been stolen from him or other things because it wasn't protected fully. So I met with Michael, and I said, look, in so many words, said basically, Michael, I owned 2 companies at the time, making the great money, living the 2.5 men lifestyle like I was kidding about earlier. And it was incredible money. I was making incredible money. I was burned out. When we talk about passion, I was burned out. I wasn't waking up going, it's time. I was waking up going, oh, God.
It's time already.
It's time already. I got to do this, telemarketing, this, that, the other. So I just met with Michael. I said, look, Michael, I've had an epiphany. I want to make you richer and more famous than you ever dreamed, hopefully myself in the process. And I want to keep the HBO boxing ring as a base, and I'm going to build so many things out of this for you. But to do this, I have to become your manager and whatever that entails. But if I create video games, toys, movies, as we've done over the years, I'm your partner.
Okay, can you pause for 1 second? How long had you known him for at this point?
I say we're probably 3 years in.
Oh, okay, 3 years.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
But still, three years is long but short in terms of like a new brotherhood, right? So
yeah.
So what was his like reaction like? Because you're his like new, always but new kind of brother, like who all of a sudden is pitching him. And by the way, you're also like a great telemarketer. So like, what is his reaction to this? Like,
I can sell an air conditioner to an Eskimo. Okay, let's just be real. But we knew each other enough in that 3-4 year period and respected each other. He respected my business acumen. Yeah. Well, listen, everything I say is honest. You play poker against me, I'm going to lie through my teeth. I want every one of your chips.
I want to talk about that later.
I'm a big poker player.
Yeah, we know.
So, with that being said, he knew that he knew my character. He knew who I am.
Sure.
He realized the beauty of our family, the family unit we are. And Michael likes to make money. And of course he wanted to make money, but he never hired an agent. He did everything himself. And that's micromanaging. You do things yourself, you can only go so far. It's like the old story. I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. So that's what I just, showed him about. And basically, without signing a piece of paper, we each put in $5,000. We started the Buffer Partnership. We never put another dime in the bank account since then. And I went out and I would go to trade shows, toy shows in New York, whatever, on my own ticket. At that time, it cost me $15 to go to Kinko's to make the big promo kits that I had. And walking up, I'm Bruce Buffer, Michael Buffer, let's get ready to rumble. You should put it on this and put it on that. Maybe make this, maybe make that. Within a year, I had the first 2 products. I had a talking keychain and a talking mug. So when you drink it, it's got a football player or a boxer. Like, let's get ready. Right? It's going out.
If I say it, will I get sued by you guys?
No, especially if I'm in the room. And when I leave, I'll see you next week. So no, you're cool. You're cool. I know the stories about me. I'm the sheriff. I'm the man behind the rumble, man behind the rumble, and the sheriff of the rumble. But come on, Logan, you know yourself. Impaulsive. That's you. That's nobody else, right? Let's Get Ready Rumble's Michael. When you trademark something, you got to protect it. Otherwise, the government can take it away from you. I even, Don Imus one time was constantly playing Michael's voice from the Jock Jam, which really put Michael over the top because they would play in all the arenas. But if I didn't do this, I don't know if those 5 words of air would have lasted. It could have been an Andy Warhol 15 minutes, like show me the money, show me where's the beef, all that kind of stuff. Because when you think about it, Michael's career is still huge. It's probably the most popular phrase in the world. And I'm happy to say its time's getting up there too.
Yeah.
But why is that? It's because of careful marketing. So when Jock Jams put out their CD that all the arenas would play all the big songs from, dun, 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 all this stuff, everything was BMI and ASCAP registered. I didn't do that. I made it a copyright and a trademark. So that way, if somebody took it and played it in the arenas of the Raider games or the Ravens or the Cowboys or whatever, and I would hear about it, I would call them up and say, hey, you can't do that, right? You have to license it from us. I'm not looking to sue you. Here's the fee. You can use it for the season. And I started making deals before I ever even had an
Sick.
attorney, you know?
That had to be one of the first of its kind. Like, had you heard of a saying being trademarked?
Only three-peat. Remember I mentioned
Three-peat,
earlier?
yeah, and
I
that's
never
what
heard of
inspired
it.
you to.
Well, it fueled my fire further when I realized that, because my initial reaction was to trademark it. But I'm proud to say that we're actually studied in trademark law in colleges as a case law, case study. All the lawsuits and everything we've been involved in. I'm not the kind of guy where you hit me in the rear of my car and I get like, oh, my neck, and I want to get some money. That's not it.
Yeah.
It's business.
For sure.
One time there was a movie called Rumble in the Bronx with Jackie Chan.
Classic, yeah.
Before it came out, I'm, eating my Cheerios or whatever, open up the LA Times, and it's like 5 pages. Get ready to rumble,
Ooh.
Jackie Chan. And I'm like, whoa, where does that come from? So this was the first legal case we had. We went to court against New Line Cinema, and we were out of pocket over 6 figures within 2 months. You know how fast that can go. And it gets kind of scary, right? We won the case. We came out on top. And then I met a great attorney who handled that for us, and he became my contingency attorney.
Yeah.
And we started protecting it. And the Don Imus story, if I may tell you this real quick, he would play it all the time, and I went into the cleaner, and I sent him a letter explaining it was a trademark. I'm a fan of your show, trademark. Please do not say that, but if you want to, call me for permission. I come back from doing a UFC. I go into my cleaners. I go, oh, you were on the Don Imus show today. I go, Don Imus show? I haven't been on Don Imus. Nobody's talking about you. And they told me, basically what he said is, I got this stupid letter from this idiot, named Bruce Buffer. He says, I can't do this.
Oh, no.
And he just goes like this and plays it. Okay. Now, this is called the big ball move. So I sent him through my attorney a copy of the lawsuit that I would file if he played it again, right? Michael calls me a few days later from New York. It's 6 in the morning, New York, 9 o'clock my time. And the USA Today has a story how we're being sued by Infinity Broadcasting to free up the trademark, which owned the Don Imus show, right? Now, we've got pockets this deep. They've got pockets this deep.
For sure.
You can be ruined in a lawsuit.
Sure.
And I'm thinking, what do I do? I mean, it's David and Goliath time. What do I do? I sent my attorney and our attorney in that afternoon to file a lawsuit against him. I threw the dice, and we came out on top.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Nice. You guys are bulletproof, it sounds like. You
know what? I fight.
Yeah.
You point, I shoot. I fight.
When you originally went to trademark that or copyright it, how did that saying start? And is it let's get ready to rumble and only that, or is there iterations of it? I'm sure I know this is gonna get very tactical. We don't have to get into all this, but my only curiosity was, did HBO or did anyone else that was a vehicle or propellant of that becoming such a mainstream slogan want a piece? Did they ever come after it?
In 2 answers to your question, first off, Michael in his own words would tell you that he created it. And where it came from is, Muhammad would come out, Muhammad Ali go, ooh, I'm pretty, I'm ready to rumble, blah, 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 blah. And then Michael put it together. He would say man your battle stations, do this. Because when you're out there introducing, it's like, well, the commission's this, and the referee is this, and this, and this, and this, and the crowd's just going, right? And you got to bring him, with all respect, you got to bring him back in.
Sure.
So he created Let's Get Ready to Rumble to bring him back in to create the crescendo.
Definitely worked.
And it worked. So that was him. And then with the trademarking and all, people have tried that. But no, every deal I signed, every license deal, every TV show, every movie, it's all us. Michael owns it in our partnership. We market it together, and you just have to protect it. It's like there's Let's Get Ready to Crumble. We just did this whole thing for crumble cookies. I don't know if you ever had those.
Nice.
They're unbelievable. So that's Let's Get Ready to Crumble. Other time, Kraft Cheese did a cheese commercial. It was Get Ready to Crumble. He stood in front of the old Hacienda Hotel on New Year's Eve when Sinbad announced it. And then he goes, let's get ready to rumble, right? And it imploded behind him.
Sick.
Or crumbled. And then it imploded behind him. So there's paraphrasers. Get ready to rumble. Ready to rumble.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, would you ever consider bringing on like an underling for you? Because I know a dating app that might be interested in Let's Get Ready to Bumble. I know a bunch of alcohol brands. Let's Get Ready to Stumble.
I do these deals all the time.
Damn it. I was just okay.
No, but understand. Since you're talking to me about making deals,
Yes.
you know, you butter my bread, I butter your palm.
Okay, so if
It's
I
all
bring
good.
you the
Wow,
deal,
It's a business deal. It's a business deal.
Not only does he like to make business deals, but he likes buttering his
I
bread.
do. That too. Like, I mean, even like a little gymnastic gym. Let's Get Ready to tumble.
I do
like,
it all the time. I do.
a football player that can't hold the ball. Let's get ready to fumble. Like I could do
We've
this.
done. Let's get ready to fumble. Michael was on Saturday Night Live in a bit one time. He's at the table. It was called The Buffer Family. It's a really funny bit. And his son goes and says, Dad, I'm playing football. And he goes, let's get ready to fumble.
Hey there, if you like the clip, make sure to subscribe or check out this recommended clip to my right.